Holy smokes, that coyote was close, and moments like that are exactly why predator hunting in thick sagebrush country never gets old and never gives you a chance to relax. Because one second everything feels calm and controlled and the next second you've got a coyote practically breathing the same air you are. And this stand was one of those heart-pounding encounters that reminds you how fast things can go from quiet to absolute chaos. We were tucked into some really thick sage, the kind of stuff that limits visibility to just a few lanes and shadows, and that's where coyotes love to work because they can slip in unseen until the very last second. And sure enough, this coyote committed hard, came in aggressive, using every clump of brush for cover, and before we even fully processed what was happening, he was inside 5 yards of the collar, unbelievably close. Closer than most people ever experience in a lifetime of predator hunting, and when we finally locked eyes it was one of those frozen moments where time slows down. He looked right at me, ears forward, body tense, trying to decide whether to bolt or charge, and in that split second he realized something wasn't right, spun on a dime and took off. An instinct kicked in, muscle memory took over, and the shot broke clean, rolling him right there at about 15 yards, and when you walk up on a coyote that close, lying in the sage almost at your feet, it really drives home how intense and unpredictable these encounters can be, especially in tight cover where everything happens fast and you don't get second chances. And before the adrenaline even had time to settle, we were already back in the game because predator stands don't pause for celebration. And sure enough, we ended up crushing a double on that same sequence. Holly picked up movement immediately, another coyote slipping in while all the focus was on the first one, using the distraction to his advantage. And that's exactly how smart coyotes survive, by watching, waiting, and testing situations. And I caught that second coyote out of the corner of my eye just as the first one went down, and communication became critical, quietly telling Josh I was going to take the close one and to be ready, then telling him to hit that pup distress sound immediately after, because sound is everything in moments like that. It keeps coyotes committed, keeps them curious instead of spooked, and that plan worked perfectly because as soon as that sound changed, the second coyote locked up, stopped out there at about 245 yards, broadside, unsure but interested, and Josh made it count, folded him right there, clean shot, double down, both coyotes on the ground. And that kind of teamwork only comes from running a lot of stands together, knowing each other's tendencies and trusting one another under pressure. And the action didn't slow down as the day went on. Stand after stand delivered that same fast-paced intensity. That predator hunters live for, with coyotes responding aggressively, sometimes charging the call, sometimes circling wide trying to get the wind, and sometimes hanging up just long enough to give a shot. And on another stand we had a coyote come in around 75 yards, classic behavior, circling that night stalker plus like they're wired to do, nose to the wind, trying to confirm what they're hearing. And again the setup did exactly what it was supposed to do. The collar placement pulled him into the opening and he got smoked, no hesitation, dropped right there. And moments like that reinforce just how important collar placement and wind discipline really are, because when you do it right, coyotes walk right into your wheelhouse, and later on we switched things up again, different terrain, longer sight lines, and another coyote came in that gave us a perfect opportunity to showcase the Nula Arms 243. He worked his way in cautiously, stopping and starting, testing the wind, but curiosity won out, and at about 150 yards the shot broke clean and that coyote went down. And every time you see that kind of immediate result, it reinforces why the 243 Winchester has earned such a strong reputation among predator hunters: flat shooting, forgiving in the wind, and incredibly effective on coyotes. And as the day continued, it turned into one of those hunts where everything just clicks, one of those rare days you wish you could bottle up because the coyotes are responding. The setups are working and the shots are coming together, including a stand where two coyotes came in together. The first one committed hard, came all the way into about 50 yards, dropped instantly, dead right there, and the second one did exactly what you'd expect, took off running, trying to escape, but instead of rushing the shot or panicking we stayed patient, switched sounds on the Night Stalker Plus, went to something different that triggered his curiosity instead of fear. And unbelievably that coyote turned around and came all the way back in, circling wide, cautious but still interested. And when he finally stopped out there around 300 yards, it was one of those moments where everything lines up: steady wind call, solid rest, calm breathing, crosshairs settled right in the center of the chest, and the shot dropped him clean. And you can't help but smile when that happens, because not every day goes like that, and it really highlights why sound strategy, patience, and confidence matter so much in predator hunting. And beyond the action and the excitement, hunts like this are about understanding coyotes, reading terrain, working wind, choosing the right sounds at the right time, and staying disciplined even when your heart is pounding. And it's also about the bigger picture: helping ranchers protect their calves and lambs, helping wildlife populations stay balanced, and even helping protect people's pets, because coyotes don't discriminate, and responsible predator management plays an important role. And when the dust finally settles at the end of a hunt like this, when the music fades and the rifles are unloaded, you're left replaying those moments in your head: the close calls, the fast action, the clean shots, the teamwork, and the satisfaction of a job done right. And those are the days that keep you coming back, days where coyotes respond hard, where setups work, where experience pays off, and where every stand reminds you why predator hunting is so addictive. So if you enjoy this kind of real, high-energy, no-nonsense predator hunting content, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, because there's a whole lot more where this came from: more fast stands, more close encounters, more doubles and triples, more lessons learned in the sage and the wind. And as always, at the end of the day, it comes down to one simple phrase that never gets old: coyote down.
If you'll enjoy this video, please like and subscribe my channel for more information.